My name is Nicky Ryan. I train at the Henzo Gracie Academy in New York under John Danaher. I'm currently 16 years old. I'll be turning 17 in June, and I'm a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Today we drilled some leg entries from the seated guard position and using that false X guard that you saw Gordon use against Cyborg. I've been working a lot of that lately, as well as inversions into the legs.
I need a wedge, that's my head, in behind his tricep. I catch and lift. Sitting through, good. Now come to the hip. Good, good, good. Beautiful, Nicky Ryan. Beautiful. Again.
This was a fairly standard class covering standing to ground technique. Because there's a high concentration of athletes in the no-gi section of the class who are interested in leg locks, we spent some time on that. There's a common problem that many of them have, that they work well from inside position but struggle with outside position based leg locks. So we looked at one central question, one central theme for the no-gi half of the class, which is the idea of how am I going to get into my opponent's legs from outside control.
100% of your leg lock entries require some kind of inside control. But only about 50% of the guard positions we use inside control. At least half of the most popular forms of guard position are based on outside control, where my legs wrap around the outside of my training partner's legs. That's not good for a leg lock. 100% of the leg lock entries require inside control, but only 50% of the guards rely on inside control. If we're to utilize leg locks from any form of guard, we need effective mechanisms to change a form of outside control into inside control so we can enter the legs. Let's look at a classic example of outside control, Danaher guard. Hand stands over me. Danaher guard involves the use of my leg from the outside, shoelaces in, and holding on like so. My second foot can be in any number of different positions. Okay? From a situation like this, we can simply modify the classic Danaher situation by putting my hand inside. I take my Danaher hook out and I rely on the fact that I'm elbow deep around my training partner's leg and gripping my own shin. I bring knees to chest and then everything goes over in this direction. As hands go down to the mat, we post, swing the foot in and around. We go into a classic X guard and lock up. Any attempt on his part to recover his base is immediately countered by lifting and pushing on the far leg. Now from here, in one motion, I switch my legs from X guard to reverse X. Everything comes overhead. I lift in a curve out and around, and from here it's an easy thing to catch and drop my training partner to the mat. We go forward, block, we've got control. Okay? Let's give it a try, fellas.
Normally our whole battle is to get inside position first, then enter the legs. Here we look at the idea of working from outside position, converting it to inside position, and then going into the legs. The class structure, as you saw, is split between gi and no gi. There's also a third component when people are getting ready for mixed martial arts, and I have to run one class in 3 different directions. You have the gi guys here, the MMA guys here, and the no gi grapplers over there. So things get hectic at certain times. Today it was just 2 gi and no gi. In the gi side of the class, Gordon Ryan was working, and I put most of the emphasis today on standing position, on getting the match down to the ground in a satisfactory fashion.
So my circle on pull brings his head over his right leg. Now when I hook, I drive, I finish. Dropping, dropping. Beautiful.
You know, it's definitely frustrating because I feel so good without the gi. I know what to do, what grips to make from every single position. I just don't have that at all in the gi yet. You know, I enjoy learning in the gi, and I enjoy training in the gi. It's just so frustrating because I'm just trying to learn new skills now, and I'm trying to apply them on high-level guys, and it's frustrating because, like, okay, I know one move, but I'm trying to apply it, and he shuts it down. So then, okay, like, where's my follow-up from here? So kind of just I'm learning how to chain things together. So I have at least somewhat of a gripping sequence.
Turning off the shoulder, well done.
to understand it has to start somewhere. Okay, people think that you're just going to walk in and be the best in the world. No, it doesn't work that way. You've got to go in, you've got to do your time, you've got to go through endless frustrations. So for every 9 bad experiences you have in training, if there's a 10th positive one, that'll keep you alive to go on to the next day.
Like 2 weeks ago,